Well, good morning, everyone. Really a great day for outdoor recreation in the city of Windsor. What a beautiful day to be here, and I'm so happy to be on the east side of the city today near the Ganacho Trail, and I'm happy to be here with Ward 7 Councillor Jeewen Gill and members of our Parks Department, and we're all here to unveil and officially open the City of Windsor's first sanctioned bicycle pump track. And as you can see behind me, this is no ordinary recreation facility. We're really proud that the City of Windsor is now offering the third such track in Ontario and the only asphalt pump track in Southwestern Ontario for cyclists of all skill levels. We're certain that this new amenity will be very, very popular. And while the track was under construction, kids would bike over every day to check on the progress. Their excitement was certainly a signal to us that we're moving in the right direction with the design and the function of this new park. We fast-tracked this project and we pushed the opening date ahead by a few weeks to meet the enthusiastic interest by all those eager to test out the track. And as these types of amenities that residents want to see evolves, our administration needs to keep up, and we are certainly very happy to deliver exciting, inclusive, safe parks and outdoor recreation facilities to meet the diverse activity needs of our entire community. This pump track is also the latest addition to Windsor's growing mountain biking and off-road cycling infrastructure. Since 2019, Council has invested nearly $900,000 towards building more than 5 kilometers of off-road cycling trails in Malden Park and the Little River Corridor. These trails are the only municipally managed outdoor off-road cycling circuits in our region. The City of Windsor recognizes the popularity of this sport, and off-road cycling has certainly only grown more popular during the pandemic as more and more people seek out new and fun ways to stay active outdoors. And I think any parent who has tried to buy a bicycle in the last year can attest to the popularity of cycling in general. In fact, we're adding another off-road cycling trail in Malden Park targeted to advanced riders that we certainly hope to complete by the end of this year. Parks and recreation and facilities and programs allow residents to be physically active. They encourage them to connect with each other and to attract economic investments and spin-offs. They promote community spirit, and they are part of our local environmental stewardship initiatives. That's why Council has approved a 10-year, $1.6 billion capital plan to invest in public infrastructure, including parks and recreation, as we build up our city. This year, a record $17.5 million investment is going towards upgrading, improving our public parks and our recreation services. We're building new playgrounds, creating new multi-use trails, and planting more trees. And today, we are happy to open the new Little River Corridor bicycle pump track. I'd certainly like to thank James Chaco from the Parks. He's our Parks Manager from the Parks and Rec Department. Trevor Duquette, also from the Parks Department. Velosolutions, and the Canadian Ramp Company who designed and built this custom track. And to all the residents who took the time to share feedback on the track's design. You've all helped create an exciting new addition to our parks inventory. And for more detail, I'd like to invite up Ward 7 Councillor Jeewen Gill. Jeewen.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you, Mayor Dilkens. You are right. Today is a very good day for Windsor, and especially for my home community in Ward 7. We have been fortunate to be on the receiving end of many positive investment by Windsor Council to improve our parks and outdoor recreation spaces. Today, I am very pleased to be here with you and the City of Windsor staff to celebrate the official opening of Little River Corridor pump track. This is an exciting addition to our parks and recreation offering in East Windsor. I would like to thank Mayor Dilkens and Council for investing funds from the capital budget to get the pump track built in my active community. The Little River Corridor pump track is the first such track in Windsor's history. It is also the first Velosolutions pump track to be built in Southwestern Ontario. Velosolutions is the gold standard of high-quality pump tracks. They built competition-grade circuits for use in the Red Bull UCI Pump Track World Championship all around the globe. What we have here is a shorter version of the professional pump tracks used in these elite competitions. This is a premium quality track, and I am proud this unique world-class facility is now open here in Ward 7. This bike track gives the resident of all ages another good reason to get outside, stay active, and have fun. It can also open us up to new opportunities. If this sports continues to grow more popular here, maybe one day Windsor can be a new stop on the Red Bull's championship pump track circuit, just as we were for the Red Bull Air races. As the need of our community changes, our facilities and services must evolve. The new pump track is another example of how the City of Windsor Parks and Recreation Department continue to be a fantastic job meeting these changing trends. I am proud that Ward 7 is at the forefront of offering and trying out these new activities. Today we launch the new bike pump track. This fall we aim to open the city's first dedicated outdoor pickleball courts in Forest Glade Optimist Park. Both these sports, pickleball and bike pump tracks racing, are relatively new for our area and quickly growing popularity. These new sporting facilities are being built here in direct response to the feedback we have received from residents. I want residents to know that we need and value your opinions on how to enhance our community. We are committed to putting your recommendation in action. That is what you see here today. The wishes of our residents brought of life. Working together, we are building a stronger, healthier, and more vibrant community. I encourage everyone to come out and give our new pump track a try. Thank you. We will now take a question from the media. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Jeewen. So as you can see, what a beautiful facility. I hope you guys like it. You're doing pretty good. I'd need the first aid kit if I was going to get on one of those bikes out here. But, you know, last night's decision at City Council in terms of providing brand new aquatic services in partnership with the University of Windsor on the city's west side, closing the Eddie Knox pool in Ward 2, working with the university on new aquatic services and a brand new pool also in Ward 2, and the commitment to move forward with completely reimagining and up to a $29 million investment to recreate community center space at 80 Knox, I think certainly speaks to the investment that this City Council has made and continues to make, the commitment that we have in our recreation programming, in our recreation facilities, in our parks, in our amenities. We think it's great, and you know, the more we can encourage people to get outside and stay active, that's what we want to do. So thank you all for being here, and any questions you have, we're happy to answer.
What is there a dollar figure to this?
This particular, James, it was 150,000.
And what was the timeline when you talk about a rushed timeline? What was
It was a few weeks early. As this was under development, although we had it fenced off, there was a lot of interest from people to use it before it was officially open. So we made sure we get it open as soon as possible, seeing as the weather is very nice.
Can you speak to how this is addressing, you know, the behind the scenes tracks that people were making on their own?
Well, that's a great question, Brian. And so this track was a direct result of the conversation the community had when we had to demolish the track a number of years ago, the sort of unsanctioned track that was built in the wooded area. And so at that time, the community and the user groups came out and said, listen, don't take our track away. We really want to use this track. And when we sent the team in there to look at how we might possibly be able to sanction that and make it safe, it was just deemed that it was almost impossible to do that. And so we said, let us work with you to create two spaces, one on the east end, one on the west end. On the west end in Malden Park, let's work to create a sanctioned off-road mountain biking track, which we did. It's amazing. We opened that last year. And at the same time, they provided input and feedback to what they'd like to see in a pump track. And so we worked with a consultant, we worked with the community, we got their feedback and their input, and today is a product of that feedback and input that the community gave us. And so, we're happy to have this open. We know that it was, an extra year coming because of the pandemic, and what happened in that intervening year is they went back and they built more unsanctioned areas in the woodlot. But it's open now, and I think just based on the high demand that we've had since even before it was opened and today, I think speaks to the interest that the community has in facilities just like this.
You like it out in the open better than hidden, I would imagine?
Well, I think I think this is just safe. I mean, it's not that we object to the product that was in the woodlot, except that it was unsafe. And people were bringing construction materials back there. They were bringing in equipment, actually heavy equipment, to move construction material back in that area. And for a highly sophisticated user, you may not think that it was that unsafe, but for an average person just wanting this type of experience, it was unsafe. And we brought in the consultants, we brought in the experts to see if it was possible to make safe, and it really wasn't. And that's why we had to demolish that again. So the idea here was to bring something that people could use, that is out in the open, that is sanctioned, that has been properly engineered and designed. And we didn't say we wouldn't consider it as something in the woodlot. It's just we have to do it in a place where it makes sense, where it can be made safe and engineered properly.
First time I've seen one of these, so is there opportunity for growth? Obviously, there's a lot of space, so I don't know, can we do add-ons?
James, I'm going to need your advice on the technical part of that.
I guess in terms of the question is, how do we go about adding on something into this area?
Yeah.
Certainly, as Mayor Dilkens was saying, we'll consult with the public, bring something forward to council, and there's the ability to possibly expand future as we see how the popularity of this track takes place. We also have, as the mayor was saying, an ongoing project just getting ready to start at Malden Park there's an additional up and down advanced mountain biking trail. So once we get that completed, we'll kind of take a step back and see where we are with the off-road cycling community and see what sort of additional infrastructure could be added and certainly bring something forward to council for their consideration.
James, can you just, I was talking to you earlier and I found it interesting how this thing was built, like the asphalt and all that. You were saying it was basically hand.
Yeah, so this as was said, is designed by Velosolutions. They're the world leader in pump track designs. And then the company that was contracted in Canada is a world leader. They work all throughout Canada, North America. So they came in, it was a combination of staff from British Columbia and Quebec. They come in and basically they build this up and it's all done by hand. A little bit of machine work just to move the product around, but you really are looking at adding layers of asphalt and hand tamping each layer to ensure that you get the proper sloping, the proper grading, that you have the proper infrastructure underneath, that it's all engineered and designed to a certain standard that is obviously world class in terms of what the product is here that these guys and girls get to come out and enjoy and use every day.
And can you speak to how you keep it safe while also making it challenging?
So as part of obviously the design took into account the current standards and safety practices when you look at from a layout. And then as our ongoing maintenance, so part of the process that we did meet with Velo and the independent contractor was what is the ongoing maintenance procedures? What is our daily preventative maintenance, weekly preventative maintenance? So we have a standard that we come out, we look for certain things to inspect, and as we begin to see things over time, certainly there's an expectation that over a number of years there shouldn't be any sort of long-term maintenance work to it, but always going to be your little preventative and sort of daily stuff. As we begin to see certain signs, there are then steps you take for sort of ongoing refurbishments to ensure that is a safe track for all the users to use. How long did this take to get built? From start to finish, Trevor, it took them about 12 weeks.
For the track itself was, I would say 2 weeks.
2 weeks. But for the whole,
yeah.
10, 12 weeks? Okay, 10, 12 weeks.
Thank you, everyone.